everybody, today I'm starting a series of videos I will upload every Friday, Brit Reads. In this series I will be reading from an article, newspaper, piece of literature dealing with topics covered on this blog: feminism, social justice warriors, history, literature, all that good stuff. Today my choice of reading tackles history. I recently procured a book entitled A Hangman's Diary, the journal of Master Franz Schmidt, public executioner of Nuremberg, from 1573 to 1617. The title tells you all you need to know about the content of the book. It deals with the life and career of one of the most interesting executioners of the time, shown through his diary, in which he details each and every execution and minor punishment he undertook while serving as executioner both during and before Nuremberg. It is a truly fascinating read, and especially as Meister Franz adds more and more details to his entries as his career progresses. I'll leave a link to the book in the description for anyone as morbidly interested in this sort of thing as I am. But today I'm not going to discuss Meister Franz, but rather interesting snippets of the book which give insight into the punishment of women in medieval Germany. You know how feminists love to spout the idea that women have been oppressed throughout history, never having any agency, responsibility, or, dare I say, privileges that men did or did not have? I call bullshit. And among the many pieces of historical evidence to suggest otherwise is as detailed in the pages explaining the method and madness of the criminal procedure in medieval Germany. First up is this: pregnant women, unless accused of very heinous crimes, were released, and in general the treatment accorded to females was milder than that to which males were subjected. All that male privilege, am I right? Here's another. Respectable burghers, women, and foreigners of good standing were seldom tortured. And another. Oddly enough, the suspicious and severe Rat, or council, was comparatively lenient towards witches, unless they were convicted of gross swindling or selling magic potions. Not so odd when you consider the relative leniency afforded to women over men when it came to punishment, even in these brutal times where, for instance, a confession of guilt, no matter if it was gained from torture, was sufficient for condemnation, even if the evidence contradicted the victim's words. Lastly, some leniency on the part of the diary's author, Meister Franz himself. Humane feelings also made him oppose the drowning of women, a practice that often entailed very protracted suffering. At his suggestion, this method was changed into hanging or beheading, a swifter, if equally stern, procedure. Now, this is not to say that women did not also suffer in this time period so much more brutal than our own, but only to show that even in such times as this, women could be, and were, often afforded privileges that the opposite sex did not possess. In this case, it is the privilege of leniency with torture, lesser sentences, and even the ability to get off scot-free for crimes due to certain circumstances where a man would be mercifully punished for. So that's it for today's Brit Reads. I hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers.